I'm excited. U.S. News and World Report. Senate House Financial Committee passes Ron Paul's bill. It's going to go to the full floor. Guaranteed to pass the full House to fully audit the private Federal Reserve. The Fed's been fighting this. They are so criminal. They make Madoff look like a saint. This is so exciting. And hackers break into the UN University, East Anglia, Eastern England, their main, AP says, leading global research center on climate change, and expose that they know it's all a fraud, that it's not man-made, that carbon dioxide's good, that the Earth's actually been cooling because of the sun going partially dormant compared to what it had been, and that it's all a fraud, and how they persecuted all these scientists and got them fired. I mean, this in a sea battle. Say we're fighting, the Bismarck, and we're British ships out here. Here's the analogy. Or we're fighting Admiral Yamamoto at the Battle of Midway. I mean, this is Japanese carriers just boom, boom, blowing up. I mean, this is a complete rout. And I want you to know the New World Order is not going to get on the news and tell you we're kicking their hind. But, I mean, this is exciting. And I'm on the deck of my aircraft carrier, and it's bobbing around, and we got planes landing and taking off, and we're torpedo bombing them, and I just see ships off with my spyglass blowing up. And, I mean, I watch a big Japanese fleet command flagship carrier blow up, and I'm like, oh, yeah, let's blow the rest of these suckers up. And it's that understanding in the info war that we can smash them. We got the truth. You know what kind of a weapon the truth is? They give you a fake right-wing lie, a fake left-wing lie, and make you think that one or the other is right, and they confine the debate in this tiny area instead of the full spectrum outside the box. Okay, I'm going to your calls. Oh, man, this is exciting. Lori in Vermont, you're on the air. Thanks for holding.
Hey, Alex. Boy, I love your show. I like your most recent, The Fall of the Republic. That was awesome.
It's my greatest film, and if people want to hurt the globalist, it covers the greenhouse gas tax, how it's a fraud, who the bankers are, how to beat them. Sorry, go ahead.
No, and you have the perfect tone. You're not too over the top for someone that's just new.
Yeah, it's my calmest film. This is the film to show people.
Yep, absolutely. I noticed that there is a Friends, they call it Friends of Copenhagen, and it lists the 100 business Coca-Cola is spearheading it. There's an article that's on
J.P. Morgan Chase. I've seen it. Goldman Sachs, Bank of England, Lord Rothschild. They're all financing this Copenhagen scam.
Yeah, but if you go to Copenhagen.org, it lists a lot of companies, and these are your print media, so Wall Street Journal, just so that people are aware of it.
Oh, yeah, Rupert Murdoch admits he's financing the global carbon tax. That's why he has Fox News get up and say, don't worry, it's not going to pass, posing as conservative, so you stand down.
Absolutely. And so, when your loved ones go see a movie or they pick up a magazine, all this subliminal baloney stuff is going to be slipped into it about all this lie.
Well, it's not even subliminal. Did you hear me 2 weeks ago when I played the video clip released by News Corps where they go, this is all the messages we're planting for the carbon tax?
Man, it makes you sick when you see it's like $10 trillion.
Well, I mean, I'm not just picking on Fox or News Corps. The point is, even that group, the NFL, all the big groups, go to the airport. Half of the billboards in the airport are for carbon taxes, and it's all banks and oil companies. The oil companies are behind the carbon tax to shut down coal. The insurance companies wrote the health bill, but the media says they're against it. It's like the banks said they were against the income tax when they financed it in 1913 to pay debt to the Federal Reserve they financed.
Absolutely. Well,
Lori, you're awesome. I got to jump. Let's go to Dan. Dan in New Mexico. You're awesome, Lori. Dan, you're on the air. Go ahead.
Hey, Alex, isn't this just a great victory, man? That is awesome.
Well, it's a big victory, but if we carry the ball and expose, and we're writing more articles at Prison Planet and InfoWars.com, if we carry the ball and get it out to everybody that, hey, it's a fraud, you got caught, if we announce our victory, then we've got them. Go ahead.
Yeah, well, I've got permission from Aaron to take articles off of InfoWars and print it in a little local-run newspaper we got here. So it's only
you don't have permission. I'm begging you. I'll wash your feet to put my articles in local papers.
Hell yeah, man! I owe you a big.
You want me to kiss your ring? I'll do it. Good job.
Yeah. Hey, I got a quick question for you. It's a little off topic, but it's crazy. I was told that there's a possibility that governors may be able to request firearms from the federal government to give to the citizens to arm themselves. Have you heard anything about this?
Say that again.
Does it make sense? The governors are able to request from the federal government firearms in order to arm the citizens.
Oh, yeah, that's under the Second Amendment, and it's the states that are supposed to control the National Guard. That wasn't fully federalized till 2007 with the John Warner Defense Authorization Act. The states until 1913, when we got the income tax, the Private Federal Reserve, and the 17th Amendment, the legislatures that we elect, they would vote and appoint senators. The states completely run the feds, and the Congress runs the executive. But everything's backwards. The executive runs the legislative, and the feds run the states. That is, well, they got a term for it. It's you-know-what backwards.
Yeah, that's it. Hey, and I need your permission for something else. Can I have permission to take your quote, the answer to 1984, 1776, and have it made into a flag? I will make another one for you and send it to you.
Hey, sir, this is a free country. So I came up with the term, the answer to 1984 is 1776. So I came up with the term, the left-right paradigm, shattering it. So I came up with most of the terms being used by Beck and Limbaugh now. Good. Use it. Enjoy it. Defeat the New World Order. Good to hear from you. Let's go to Julio in Illinois. Julio, you're on the air. This is about defeating the globalist. It's not about me getting credit. Yeah, go ahead, Julio.
Alex, it's Julio, but that doesn't even matter.
Hey, you know what? I can't read. I'm public school Actually, I'm looking at a computer monitor across the room, but go ahead. Julio.
It's okay. I want to say thank you for being an unbelievable freedom fighter and encouraging me, along with your films, to go out and tell everyone about what's going on and to be prepared. I just want to thank you. And I'm going to sound like a high school football coach. I'm glad for this victory, but everyone, though this is a victory, we need not be satisfied. We need to go out and continue fighting the New World Order.
I agree with you, but we're like a team. We're like a team that never knew we won victories. I'm letting people know these are big, buddy. It going to a full vote when they've got the votes to audit the Fed. The Senate will probably still gut it, but then everybody will say, why can't we audit the Fed? The idea, the understanding that this is the shadow government is now in people's minds. The beginning, national polls, Gallup said 75% want to abolish or audit. They had a Reuters poll with Zogby at 81%. The beginning of the end is here. Go ahead.
Two quick questions. Number one, martial law, folks, is in the state of Illinois. Friday, I was watching KHQA. I don't know if you want to write this down. KHQA. It's a CBS affiliate. They were showing a police standoff that took place for a couple of hours, and they showed a military tank truck with police sirens roaming through a small-town rural community in Illinois. The TV company, again, is KHQA.
No, I appreciate your call. Sir, they have regular Marines and Army nationwide taking over the threat integration centers. They have a former special ops CIA commander running the local land grabbing in Austin. They admitted it in the Statesman and said how great the Pentagon's here to take our land. I mean, it's just complete wall-to-wall criminality. But we are identifying the enemy as they come in against us. People finally know they're in a war, and knowing is half the battle. Coming for you, globalists. We found our spinal cords again. The sleeping giant that is America is rising. And freedom burns in its eyes. By the way, you guys got that clip I gave you of Obama saying that he was going to get the troops out immediately and end the war? For all the moron Obama supporters, just like the moron George Bush supporters, these guys are all slick lawyers. They work for the very same banks, and they lie. But they have the fake right wing come out and attack Obama and going, he's not sending enough troops to Afghanistan. He's only increased them by 80,000. Oh, yeah, 40,000 in the last 6 months, and then now another 40,000. He's expanded torture, expanded secret arrest. They're like, how dare Obama allow there to be a trial of these terrorists, Khalid Sheikh Mohammed. Khalid Sheikh Mohammed, they admittedly tortured his children. He confessed to bombing buildings that weren't built till 4 years after he was incarcerated. He's been in prison since 2004 in a torture camp. Torture evidence isn't admissible. So see, here's this fake trial with tortured patsies, tortured for 7.5, 8 years. Instead of saying it's all a fraud, they give them fake right-wing cover. He gets the left cover with the fake right-wing attacks to then have a fake trial. Just like, he's not pro-war enough. This guy makes George Bush look like a peacenik. Here is Obama lying. See, shatter the paradigm. The tiny little area you've been kept in is a lie. Let's go to that clip.
I will promise you this, that if we have not gotten our troops out by the time I am president, it is the first thing I will do. I will get our troops home. We will bring an end to this war. You can take that to the bank.
That was October 27th, 2007, when he first launched his campaign. He gave hundreds of speeches saying that. We covered that in my film, Fall of the Republic.